New Artist Spotlight Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome again to the New Artist Spotlight Podcast. I'm Wilko Wilkes.
And I'm the daddy, the laddie, the man who loves Kabaddi, his origin cross. Now, if you watched or listened before, you'll know that we're here to interview some of the artists from the New Artist Spotlight playlist, which are your gateway to some of the freshest and most exciting new music from independent artists from across the globe.
And you can find those playlists as well as news, reviews, tips, and much more on newartistspotlight.org. And I hope everybody enjoyed last week's episode with Melanie Cabral. If you've not heard it yet, have a listen to it. It was a great chat.
Yep. And today, for the second week running, we've got another incredible young female performer. And again, it's someone we've been hoping to speak to for a long time. Welcome to the show, Sabrina Barreto.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah, great to have you. So I've known about your name for a long time and really enjoy your music as well. Particularly for me, In My Dreams is my favorite track. It's absolute fire.
Thank you.
But they all are, to be fair. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you today. But for somebody who doesn't know much about you, Sabrina Barreto, and your music, just tell us a bit about who you are and how you sort of made it to today.
My name is Sabrina Barreto, as you already know. I'm 14 years old. And I've been writing music since I was 7. My first song was Dare to Dream, which I wrote with Laura Cavassisi. And Laura Cavassisi is actually my vocal coach as of now. I attend a rap arts school, which is in the vocal program. It's a regional arts program. And I really want to just keep singing for the rest of my life because it really makes me so happy.
Nice. So take us back to the beginning. Let us know how that love for music originally kind of developed for you.
So growing up, my aunt and my mom were really great singers, and they kind of brought me into that. They would always go to karaoke, and they actually went to some of the competitions like years and years ago that I'm going to right now. And they signed me up for vocal lessons, and I really enjoyed it. And it kind of like got passed down onto me. There's a lot of singers in my family.
That's awesome. Do you all sing as a family when you're on holidays and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, sometimes we do like karaoke, like for like Christmas and stuff.
Oh, that's great. No, that's cool. Yeah, you've obviously had a lot of practice because it took me a lot of years to get to having a singing voice like yours. So tell us a little bit about New Artist Spotlight. Yeah, Origin's laughing. Yeah, I don't think my singing voice would ever be quite like yours, actually, even with those years.
Think about it. She's 14 and she can do what she can do. Like,
yeah, I know.
You've had your whole life to get that good, and you failed.
Mm. Yeah. Can you rap, Sabrina? Do you do any rap?
Rap? No, I can't. I can't rap at all. No.
Oh well, there you go. You know, we've got something at least. So tell us about New Artist Spotlight. Then that's obviously what's brought us all together here. So how have you found it?
So my mom and I kind of do it together because I'm at school a lot of the time. But when I'm on it, I'm usually just going through the playlist, listening to everyone's songs. And it's really cool to see how supportive everyone is, because usually in the music business, it's everyone for themselves. But NAS is it's like a really supportive group, and I really love it. So we found it, I think, on like one of those ads. I don't know how to explain it, but it came up and she was like going through it, and I was like, hey, that's like really good to start me off. And I was like, yeah, that's really good. So we joined it, and everyone was super nice, and we just talk a lot with everyone. It's so fun. Like, I love NAS so much.
You've been like killing it in the top 20 and everything.
Yeah, I'm always pleased to hear you in there. Usually when I'm driving to Andy's Man Club on a Monday night, I always stick the top 20 on. I've noticed you've been getting in there quite a few times.
Yeah, I get really happy when I get on there.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It's well deserved.
Thank you.
Actually, like listening through your catalog, a lot of your songs, like if they were like the ones on the playlist, I could see like a lot of them getting you in that top 20 like each week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think you're just going to sit here while we compliment you because it's
pretty much all we can do.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Like, and you know, you've got like 13 tracks on Spotify already as well.
Yeah, I think 13.
That's an achievement in itself, just having the time to record it and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Do you write most of them yourself as well, or?
Yeah, all the songs that I've written, I wrote myself, and Anthony Wright co-produced it with me. He produced it with me, and he wrote it with me.
Yeah, that's awesome. And are you watching him while he produces as well, and you're learning stuff there to do more of that as well?
Yeah, I sit in a studio and he edits it. He does all like the pitches and adding the beats and everything. And I watch him and he asks me like, does this sound good? Is this okay? And it's like really collaborative.
Oh yeah, it's a really good workflow. And you can, I don't know if you do, but like, you know, if you don't know, you're gonna know. You split like royalties, like usually with your producer and stuff like that, right? And like writing credits and like publishing and all that. And so like if you're like a part of the production process, then you are part of, you also get the writer's credit that the producer gets as well, like a portion of it. So that's more of a cut for you.
Yeah, I know about that stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's good that you've got your mum helping you out as well along that journey, like, because there's a lot of work involved in being a musician, isn't there? And having to balance it with school as well. How do you find all that?
I just try my hardest to use the time that I'm not doing anything to do music things. Like when I'm not doing my homework or when I'm not at school, I'll usually be like playing the piano or like finding new like tunes, or even like practicing my some just random songs like off YouTube. It's honestly, it's not as hard as it used to be because I've found time management, and I think it works better with my schedule to like move things for myself and not move things for others. Whereas like if for this like interview, I wouldn't have to move this, I would work around it. It's easier for me.
Yeah, that's great. And I suppose it's easier when you love it as well. Like, I take it you love what you do, and that's what you do to enjoy as well, and like wind down rather than sitting around doing nothing. You'd rather be on the piano or doing some singing or.
Yeah, I love everything I do with music.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you now our new youngest guest?
I'm actually not sure.
Wilko?
I think that's right. No idea.
Yeah, I think Vicky Ray was 17, wasn't she? Sorry, was she 15?
Or 16, something.
I think
like
Melanie was 17, wasn't she?
She's in college.
Yeah, I think Sabrina Barreto's got the crown because Desai as well. He was young, but I think
he was like 16, something like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. You've got It's amazing how much you've achieved though at a young age, like, and that's something you can give yourself a lot of credit for and take a lot of joy in. Do you look back at your catalogue, or are you always looking forward, or a bit of both?
I do. Yeah, I was gonna say I do both because I want to see like the future. I want to see where I have to be. Like I want to see where I'm going to be, but I also like seeing where I've come from and where I started. It's refreshing, really. Yeah.
Sweet. So the latest stop in your artistic journey is your song "Won't Be Broken," correct? So it's a really good song. We're gonna play it. So before we do, you want to tell us a little bit about the track?
Yeah, of course. So I Won't Be Broken is a song I, again, co-wrote with Anthony Wright. It's about having like, I want to say like a shield around you, and yourself, like not just yourself physically, but with your mind and you should never change yourself for anyone else. And I think that's a small like portion of all my songs, but this song like specifically really screams that message, because I won't be broken is I won't be broken. Like I'm not going to change for someone for the better of them. I'm going to stay myself, and I think everyone needs to realize that you're perfect no matter what, and nobody's going to change. And for you, you shouldn't change for anyone else.
Love that. Yeah, wise words. Awesome. So do you want to do the honors of introducing it then?
Sure. this is I Won't Be Broken by Sabrina Barreto.
You can't hurt me. Your words don't bother me anymore. And if you try, I will stand up and fight. You can't control me. I won't make you a priority. I see through all your lies. You need to realize I won't be broken. You won't see me cry. You don't get to make me feel this way. I won't be broken. I'll stand on my own. You don't get to hurt me now. No, I won't be broken. Indestructible, unforgettable, invincible to all of your shame. You can't control me. I won't make you a priority. I see through all your lies. You need to realize I won't be broken. You won't see me cry. You don't get to make me feel this way. I won't be broken. I'll stand on my own. You don't get to hurt me now. No, I won't be broken. You made me stronger. You made me stronger. I won't be broken. You won't see me cry. You don't get to make me feel this way. I won't be broken. I'll stand on my own. You don't get to hurt me now. No, I won't be broken.
Thanks for letting us play that track. So tell us a little bit about your songwriting process. I know you touched on it a little bit already, but if you want to give us a little bit more in depth.
Sure. So my songwriting process is kind of, I just get a blank page in a book or on a paper, and I kind of write words of either how I'm feeling or like words from a story, like that I experienced or like a memory that I've had. And I'll just write random words that kind of pop out to me, which is really helpful because I can use those words in the actual song later on. And then once I kind of have those words, I try fill them in sentences. I just need like an open mind, really. I can't be stressed or anything. I'll just like just write a bunch of things down. And usually that'll be like the base of the lyrics. But most of the time that's like by myself. With Anthony, when I go to him with these lyrics, he does a bunch of like riffs or like melodies, I would say, and we go through them. We see which like works with my lyrics, which fits best with the message and the mood, and we kind of mush it together, and that's like how it works.
Yeah, again, that's really solid, and I think that's having a process like that as well is probably what's helped you to get like quite a lot of tracks done as well, because you can, like you say, and I like what you're saying about you can't be stressed as well. You need to be in that zone where you can just vibe with it. And I think that's a bit like how I write as well. So how many have you got? Like loads of tracks that are written and not recorded as well, or have you got like ones that I've planned on not using, or ones that I'm going to use in the future? Yeah, maybe both. I'd be interested.
I don't think I have any that I've thrown away, because when I just like have things that I don't want to use, I kind of just like fix it into a point where I want to use it. Like if I don't like how a beat is going, I'll fix it. Or if I don't like the lyrics, I'll fix it. So I've never just like thrown anything away. But I do have some songs that like tracks that have been recorded that are going to be used in the future. So yeah.
Awesome. You have you started young. You've got loads of time to make an impact in the music world, and I think you've got every chance as well because you've got a good head on your shoulders. What are your sort of hopes and dreams for the future, and where do you want to take it all?
Honestly, I just want to turn this into a career, really. Because right now it's more of a hobby and it's more of like a side thing because I'm focused on school, obviously. But I really want to turn this into a career because music is my life. It's like my favorite thing to do. And my hopes and dreams would just to be popular in like the music business, I would say. Just so that I can have people like listening to me and just sharing like the things that I need to say, like through the messages of my songs. Yeah, it's just been like a really big dream of mine since I was little to be like a famous pop star, I would say. And I still have that little piece in my mind where I still want to. And I'm just trying really hard to get to that point.
Yeah. And it's a big dream. And I think for those sorts of dreams, you need a lot of luck along the way as well. You need to meet the right people at the right time and be in the right place at the right time. But if you continue working as hard as you do, you put yourself in that place so that if that opportunity arises, you're already at the top of the list ahead of somebody else. Or so no, I think you've got a good strategy with it all.
Mm-hmm.
And 14, is that like what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 9.
So as a 9th grader, it gives you like 4 years to go through every grade level to hit everybody, as far as like if you like just go around like on lunch or just like in the hallway, hey, I have music, and your music's really good, and people, you start like I know when I was in high school, I had more people listening to my music than I did when I went to college, and it was just because in high school I just would walk up to people, hey, do you have like say YouTube or SoundCloud, and like send them a link or whatever, and then like I would get a lot of like views or plays back then. And if you start early, because I didn't start until like maybe like 10th, 11th grade or something like that, you can kind of build your fan base kind of going through your high school and then have that with you when you go to college or whatever it is you choose to do after.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I actually do try to do that. Like I tell all my friends about it and we kind of create like a fan base. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Yeah. I miss the days where I could like see my mates every day. That was a dream. Are you doing well in school? You said that's your main focus. Are you getting good grades?
Yeah, I'm actually a kind of a nerd, if you want me to be honest. I really like getting good grades. Like I'll push myself, and school is just so fun. And not even just like for lunch or for hanging out with friends. I really like learning.
No,
yeah, that's great.
Totally good. Like I used to call myself Mr. 4.0, like in like middle school, high school, whatever. Because I mean, I was that guy. Like 4.0s that was the move for me. Like,
is that a good thing, or what's 4.0?
4.0 is all A's.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what your grading scale is, but like basically perfect.
Yeah.
Unless you take like AP or something like that, and you can get like a 4.2. But
I was the opposite. I was like Mr. sort of scraping C's and D's. I was clever, but I'd never put the work in. And school for me, it was all about lunch, playing football, like breaks, just like hanging around with mates and larking around. And I didn't pay much attention in class and stuff like that. But then
don't be like Wilko.
Yeah. Don't be like me, because it hindered me for a few years after school, because I came out with not very good grades, and like I went to uni to do something I didn't even want to do, and then dropped out of there. And it took me years until I was like in my mid-20s when I actually realized that I did enjoy learning, and it wasn't so much the learning, it's just like, I don't know, it was all other distractions, and I wasn't mature at the age. But you seem to be really sort of mature for your age, and you don't let anything. I know it can be a harsh atmosphere at school sometimes as well when you are a nerd or when you are hitting good grades and stuff, and other people who maybe aren't, saying their piece on it. But I love how you're thinking about, do you let anything like that bother you? It's great to see you. Like, you seem to be proud of who you are. You're out there. You've got music out there. You've got a great image.
She won't be broken.
You won't be broken. Yeah. It's inspiring. And I really hope you do well with it all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So do you enjoy studying music, and like what's that been like for you?
Yeah, I really do enjoy studying music. I study music with I would say like three vocal coaches, I would say, as of now. But some of them are more like like I'll see once a year, because they'll be like sort of like choreography coaches and just helping me with performance. But mainly I also study music with my piano teacher and with my school teacher, since I'm in the arts program. So we do a lot of theory, and I do a lot of genres, like really different genres in school. So it's really interesting to try everything and to learn new things with that.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. My piano teacher was evil, so
I love my piano teacher.
My
That's
piano
good.
teacher was my choir teacher, was my harmony teacher, was my just about everything except for harmony, or everything except for music theory and whatever else. But like she was a piece of work. Okay, she was bad people, not a good person.
Don't be like Origin's piano teacher. My piano teacher was a nice little old lady called Mrs. Cree. She was a lovely woman. Bit boring, but nice. So I like, you're in the like arts classes and stuff. Are a lot of your peers also releasing music and being recording artists, or is it just, are you sort of a bit different in that?
Yeah, I'm the only one in my class in vocal who actually has like original songs. But it doesn't really separate us though, because they do enjoy like writing songs. They don't actually write songs, but like sometimes I help them, like we make fake songs, I would say, with like in our free time and in breaks. And they're actually really good at making everything fit together. So I do try like push them into that direction.
Yeah, good.
But I mean, that's good content too. Like if you could like record that and like post them like TikTok or Reels and stuff like that, that's like the kind of content that like people really like kind of eat up, and you could use that as promotion for you.
Yeah,
that's true. Do you do I see you on Instagram, do you do a lot of social media and stuff as well, or are you mostly doing that?
yeah, I'm on like, I think I'm on all of the main social media platforms. But the one that I actually use the most would be Instagram. The other ones are kind of just like, if I get a new song, I'll post it on there and just for advertising. But Instagram's where I really connect with everyone, because it has like most of the best features, like messages and stories and everything. So it's the easiest, but I'm on everything.
MySpace?
No. MySpace is really old.
Yeah, it was before me too. I don't know. I just had to throw it out there.
Oh, I was on MySpace. Let's sit down,
I'm
kids.
sure.
I'm going to tell you all about MySpace. No, I'm
Is that
joking.
the like top 5 or top something? You pick your favorite artist or whatever.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you pick your like top 8 favorite pages, but then you also had to pick your top 8 friends and like order them. So people it'd cause like constant arguments, because people would like.
Yeah, that would cause a lot of drama.
Yeah, you'd look at your best mate's page and you'd have dropped down to number 2 for some girl you'd never heard of. You'd be like, "What the hell is going on?" Yeah, no, it was a strange one, but I think they were just really sort of feeling social media out at the time. The way it's evolved is great, and Instagram is my go-to app now as well. I just find it more.
I'm pretty sure Justin Timberlake bought MySpace.
Did he?
I think so. And it wasn't like even that long ago, so it was like already like old and like nobody cared about it anymore.
So anyway, I think it's time for Sabrina to face the fearsome, the legendary NAS Quickfire 5. where you're going to be asked 5 questions and you've got no more than 15 seconds to answer each one. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, start the clock. Question 1: what is your favorite song from the New Artist Spotlight playlist?
Oh, what was it called? I think it's Traces by Cheyenne. I think that's his name, Cheyenne.
Not
Reagan.
again. That's a hat trick. Yeah. Okay, what was the first record that you bought or really loved?
I've never bought a record.
Should have said like what track? I think that's old time lingo.
Oh, well, my cousin has a vinyl record, and I like one of those vinyl players. He bought Weeknd's first album, and we listened to it together. So I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, good answer. Just inside the 15 seconds as well.
Oh, good.
If you could have the voice of any other artist on the planet, whose voice would you pick?
Adele, probably. She has a really good range.
Yeah, nice pick. Which band or artist from any time in history would you most like to go for a meal with?
Oh, Mother. They're really fun. They're also Canadian.
It's like a Canadian
I don't know who they are
or something out here.
Yeah. No more Canadians.
If you could spend a day with one other NAS artist, who would you pick?
Oh, Vicky Ray, because we're really good friends. We've known each other since like a couple of years ago. So yeah,
that's awesome. So do you know her in person? Or?
Pardon?
Have you met Vicky Ray? Do you know her in person? Or?
Yeah. She actually used to go she does go to Laura Cavassisi, and we met through her. And I've been with Laura Cavassisi for like 4 years, so we met like right at the beginning. And she actually helps with the competition that I'm in now, so we see each other like on a weekly basis.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. And do you know Melanie Cabral as well? Or?
Yeah, I do.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's taken over. Yeah. So thank you very much for joining us. It's been great to meet you. Just before you go, do you want to tell us all how we can find you on social media?
So I'm Sabrina Barreto Music on Instagram, YouTube, pretty much everything out there. It's Sabrina Barreto Music. I'm on everything. It's really easy, and I'm probably the top page on YouTube when you search Sabrina Barreto. So you can find me there. Give me a little follow. You can send a little message, and I'll try to reply to everyone.
Sweet. So it's been great having you on. Thanks again for being here. We wish you the best for your future. And a big thank you to everybody who's been keeping NAS growing and going, all the partners, everybody who's given us radio play and getting involved, and just all the amazing creatives here in the NAS community. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
New Artist Spotlight.